Hello, and welcome to the end of Season 1 of my Aston Martin Driver Career Mode, as we're going to move on to new endeavours in this championship, as we go for Season 2 of our Driver Career Mode. Is it going to be an Aston Martin Driver Career Mode? I can probably confirm at this point that it is not. We are going to look to sign to a different team, but we want to leave our old team with a little bit of a car to work with. They are last on the grid. It would be nice to see our old team. They are best on the engine though, so I really have no clue how we are last on the grid, but it would be nice to leave our old team with a bit of a better car next season than what they had this season with regulation change. Not really enough chassis upgrades to push ourselves up the order. Weight reduction and weight redistribution, as Sergio Perez is now officially retired from Formula 1, which leaves a seat open at Red Bull. As let's find out what we're going to do. We are not going to renegotiate with our current team, I can tell you that. Let's look at the drivers. First off, the Williams, last place. They scored 2 points last season. They are going to retain their lead driver, Alex Albon, and they are going to bring in Yuki Tsunoda from the Red Bull family. He joins Williams. Can he get some more points? Next up, we have AlphaTauri, which is going to be ourselves as we move into the Red Bull family, hoping to take that place has been vacated by Sergio Perez at some point. We're going to be alongside the Frenchman Pierre Gasly, as hopefully we can push for some good point finishes. Next up, Alfa Romeo, the Swiss outfit. Sauber is going to keep its same driver lineup with their all-star Finn, Valtteri Bottas, with Zhou Guanyu, their young star, in the second seat. Next up, we are going to have Haas, which are going to keep, once again, another team keeping their lineup. Not much change this season. They are going to keep Mick Schumacher and the Dane Kevin Magnussen for their team. We just edged them out of the Drivers' Championships in Aston Martin. So let's see. Aston Martin keep Sebastian Vettel, their four-time world champion, and Lance Stroll, the driver that we replaced last season, is going to return to driving the green Aston Martin, still owned by his father, as he took a year out to recover from a very disastrous cycling crash. As now Alpine, the French outfit, keeps Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso. They'll be hoping to do what McLaren did last year and push up to the top and fight for podiums with their pretty experienced driver lineup at this point. Now, talking of McLaren, they are going to keep everything the same with Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo as their drivers for this 2023 Fantasy Alternate Universe season. As now, third in the Constructors' Championship last season, we have Ferrari. They are going to keep world champion Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, and I hear rumours that Charles Leclerc will be taking the number 1 on his Scarlet Red Ferrari for next season, as they hope to retain the championship and push for the Constructors. Next up, Mercedes lose George Russell and retain Lewis Hamilton, their 7-time world champion, with the rookie Robert Schwartzman. As now, the smarter ones of you will probably realise that means that George Russell has moved to replace Sergio Perez at Red Bull. He is alongside single-time world champion in this series, not double-time world champion Max Verstappen for the 2023 season. As now, let's get going. We are now in our first week at AlphaTauri. We have 666 resource points for the number 66 car, as we are going to have to probably put some upgrades on this car. So I believe we are 8th. Oh, we're above Haas. That's pretty good, actually. We're above Haas in the performance charts, which means we are 7th compared to our old team, which were 10th. But at this point, the teams are converging, so it's not much difference between 10th and 7th as there was at the start of the season. Looking, though, not as good a powertrain, so we're not going to be able to abuse the ERS as much. Pretty similar aero to the Aston Martin. Actually, I say that, not really. What very big gap. There must have been a few major upgrades that we're missing on the Aston Martins. We're actually second worst in the engine department. We're going to have to work on that, as that's one of my more crucial departments. We're going to have a marketing event, which is going to be some Ask the Drivers questions. You would assume going to a new team, they're going to ask us a few questions. First question is, would you say to get into the seat of an F1 car, you have to be fearless? I'm pretty sure you just need to be focused. Fear can creep in, but you've got to use it to motivate you. Next up, many fans consider F1 and fashion go hand in hand. In real life, I am definitely not the fashionista, but sometimes
I know these kind of decisions can be
sometimes you got to get a bit of drip, some good Formula 1 merch on you. I sound so cringe right now, don't I? So now a little bit of a look at the tracks rather that we're going to be going at. We're going to be starting in Bahrain, then going to Saudi Arabia, Imola, followed by Miami, then Spain, Azerbaijan, Great Britain, Austria, then we'll go to France, Hungary, Belgium, Zandvoort, Italy, and we go to Koto, and then we finish off at Brazil and then the UAE for a 16 race season. As guys, thank you for watching this pre-season video. I hope you guys will tune in 2 days time for race 1 for the Bahrain Grand Prix in season 2. Can we push for points? And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.